Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping right into something really fascinating, maybe even a bit paradoxical, from the ancient Ṛgveda.
That's right. We're looking at Maṇḍala 10, which is kind of the philosophical peak of the text.
And the core puzzle is this. How can this incredibly old text offer two completely opposite answers to the huge question of creation? One is just radical doubt, the other, well, cosmic certainty.
It's a great question, and you have to remember, the Gata isn't just one thing. Maṇḍala 10 is generally seen as the youngest layer. It's where things really shift.
Shift from what exactly?
From those earlier hymns praising gods like Agni, Indra, more ritual focus, towards deep philosophical questions, speculation about existence itself.
Okay, let's get into that contradiction then. Starting with the doubt, right? The Nāsadīya Sūkta, RV10.129, you called it the negative path.
Yes, the apophatic way. It tries to understand reality by saying what it isn't. It's less a myth, more like a philosophical breakdown.
How does it start?
Right at the beginning, it hits you with this paradox. Then, neither non-be existed, nor did being exist. So a sat and sat, neither were there.
Whoa, so nothing.
Sort of, a state before any opposites. No air, no sky, no death, no immortality. Just undifferentiated darkness, hidden in darkness. It's really quite profound.
Okay, but if there's nothing, how does anything start? Doesn't something have to kick things off?
That's the fascinating part. Out of this void, this potential emerges that one, tat ecum, an impersonal singularity, you could almost say. And the text says it breathed windless by its own impulse.
Breathed without wind by itself.
Exactly. It's this idea of a self-generating impulse. And what's really mind-bending is how some people see echoes, conceptual echoes of modern cosmology here, like a state before space and time.
That's pretty wild for a text thousands of years old, but it doesn't stop there, does it? The doubt goes even further.
Oh, absolutely. It builds to this incredible agnostic climax. The poet asks point blank, who really knows? Who can declare it? Where did creation come from?
Even questioning the gods.
Even questioning a potential supreme overseer in the highest heaven. The final line is stunning. He indeed knows, or perhaps he does not know.
Wow. Just leaves you hanging there.
It does. And thinkers like Carl Sagan really picked up on this. This isn't dogma. It's an open embrace of uncertainty, very different from most creation stories.
Okay, so that's the path of radical doubt, but Maṇḍala 10 gives us the exact opposite too. The Puruṣa Sūkta, RV1090.
Complete flip side. This one is mythic, it's personal, it's affirmative, it's what we call kataphatic, saying what reality is.
And it centers on this figure, the Kuru, the cosmic man.
Yes, the Puru, described with 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, 1,000 feet. He embodies everything.
So he is the universe.
He is. That's the immanent part.
Yeah.
But he's also transcendent. The hymn says he extends 10 fingers' breadth beyond the universe. He's both within everything and also more than everything.
Panentheism, right. All is in God, but God is more than all.
Precisely. And the mechanism for creation here is totally different, too. It's not a knowable emergence from a void.
It's a sacrifice.
A cosmic sacrifice. A yajna. The gods, it says, sacrifice the Puru. They dismember him. And from his body parts, the entire cosmos arises.
Like literally.
Well, that's the imagery. The moon comes from his mind, the sun from his eye, Indra and Agni from his mouth, the wind from his breath. It's creation through divine self-giving. Very direct, very affirmative.
But there's a controversial part in this hymn, too, isn't there? Something scholars debate fiercely.
Ah, yes. The Varda verse is just one verse near the end. And it's the only place in the entire Ṛgveda where you find all four social classes, the Brahmin, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, the Sudra mentioned together.
And it links them to the Puru's body.
Yes, hierarchically. Yeah. The Brahmin priest from his mouth, the Kshatriya warrior from his arms, Vaishya, merchant farmer, from his thighs, and Shudra, laborer, from his feet.
That sounds pretty loaded politically.
Extremely. And the strong consensus among scholars is that this specific verse is almost certainly a much later addition, an interpolation.
Add a Y.
Likely to give a kind of divine theological justification to a social hierarchy that developed much later than the time most of the Ṛgveda was composed. It wasn't originally part of this hymn.
Okay, so we have these two incredibly powerful but very different hymns side by side in the same section of the Ṛgveda. How do they function now in modern practice?
Well, they tend to have different roles, reflecting their different tones. The Puruṣa Sūkta, with its certainty and affirmation of cosmic order, that's really the voice of karma. ritual action.
So used in temples, ceremonies.
Exactly. It's chanted all the time in rituals for blessings, for consecration, to connect to that sense of divine order in creation.
And the Nāsadīya Sūkta, the hymn of doubt.
That's more the voice of jhana. Knowledge, or perhaps wisdom, is not typically used for ritual blessings.
So where would you encounter it?
More in philosophical discussions, in meditation, in contemplative settings. Its purpose isn't really to affirm order, but to provoke thought, to deconstruct our assumptions about reality and inspire. Well, the word is vismaya.
Vismaya.
A sense of awe, wonder, maybe even a bit of intellectual vertigo, that deep sense of humility before the mystery of existence.
So wrapping this up then, Maṇḍala 10 isn't giving us one answer. It's giving us tools. Two different ways to approach the biggest questions.
That's a great way to put it. You have the impersonal, skeptical path that pushes the boundaries of knowing.
Yep.
And you have the personal, devotional, affirmative path that grounds reality in a cosmic being and sacrifice.
Existing together, not canceling each other out.
Not at all. And maybe that's the final thought for you to consider. Right from the dawn of recorded philosophy, you see this incredible capacity within the Indian tradition to hold both profound faith and radical doubt within the same quest.
A framework big enough for both skepticism and devotion.
Exactly. A unified search for reality that understood, perhaps, that you might need both questions and answers, both the path of unknowing and the path of knowing.